Good Tuesday morning, everybody. My name is Crystal Holloman, a digital reporter here at News 10. We're going to take you to Houston, Texas, where the University of Michigan football team is holding a press conference following last night's win for the national title over the University of Washington.
Feeling for fantastic coach and their staff, all their players. I mean, they did so hard, played so well, and our guys too. Just real credit to the game of football, and proud of our guys for coming out on top.
Let's take questions. We're going to begin right over here on our left, second row.
Blake, congrats on the offensive MVP or whatever. What's the title officially?
Officially, it's the most outstanding offensive player of the game.
Well deserved. Can you also speak to the performance of your running back mate, Donovan Edwards, and just how you guys were able to do it together on that big of stage?
Yeah, he kicked it off nice and early, with two, I think it's the first time ever in the CFP that someone had two 40-yard touchdowns. And, Donovan deserved it. Don's back. I love seeing it. Shout out to Don. I love him a lot.
Take our next question, slightly further back on our left.
Jim, after the game last night, you mentioned the team being innocent. I was wondering if you could expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, people ask how we dealt with distractions, and that was how one of the ways we dealt with it. We knew we were innocent, so we stood tall, upright, and innocent.
Our next question over here on our right side, third row.
For both players, last year at this time, you guys certainly had the feeling you could run it back again and beat her again. I know Blake, you're leading, but Will, do you get the same sense that you guys can run something back again next year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got a great group of guys that'll be back next year that are super talented and high class, and more guys that'll come back too. So I'm just ready to keep enjoying this right now while I can and get back to work whenever we get started again.
Blake?
Yeah, I definitely think the guys will run it back. They know what it takes. They know what it's like, and something Coach Harbaugh always says is don't get a big head. And none of the guys on the team will have a big head after this win. Obviously, we'll enjoy the moment right now, but the guys will be ready to go back to work with Coach Herb and with their coaches. And I definitely believe the Wolverines will do that.
We come here to the middle aisle on our right, third row.
Kurt Bowles from the Office of the American Statesman. Jim, a lot of people feel like college football may be in chaos, but all the stuff, the NIL, transfer portals, the playoff format is changing. Do you think it's a sustainable model? And if you could change one thing about college football, what would it be?
The thing I would change about college football is to let the talent share in the ever-increasing revenues. We're all out on the same train, and the ones that are in the position to do the heavy lifting, the ones that risk life and limb out there on a football field are the players, and not just football players, student athletes. The organizations are fighting hard to keep all the money. The universities, the NCAA, the conferences, and it's long past time to let the student athletes share in the ever-increasing revenues. I mean, it's billions. I keep reading facts and about how much money being made. I mean, product placement. Yeah, I can't have a can of a different kind of soda up here. I got to put it into a cup here. I mean, everybody is they're maximizing every single revenue source there is, and but they're not sharing it with the talent. I mean, and there's no business would ever fly. I mean, the Supreme Court said the same thing. So, yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, I would change that one. And there needs to be a voice for the young people, the student athletes. Right now, there is no voice. I mean, there are armies of attorneys, and I've seen them. You know, at the NCAA, seen them at the universities, the conferences, and then, you know, if they don't have enough firepower legally, they go out, hire, you know, tall building, law firms, and they get more firepower. It's just, there's no voice for the student athletes right now, and that just needs to change. A wrong needs to be righted, and start to compile a list of just the excuses that people give, you know, for not as complicated. Well, what about this? What about that? All I know is there's plenty there. There's some simple math, and that anybody's profiting off of student athletes, me included. Anybody who's drawing a salary, making a livelihood. A lot of people sit here, rob the same train as well, that if you take 5 to 10% less of what they're getting, every organization, universities, you know, a lot of them that are, you know, collecting that money tax-free. At least if you gave it to these guys, to go back into the economy, you know, through taxes. The NCAA, conference commissioner, you know, Big Ten office, all the conferences, 5 to 10% into a pool. That's one thing. And things happen fast as you saw it. I mean, people say it's complicated or it takes time. We saw a lot of change, you know, 1 year, just this year. A whole conference went into the board. Overnight. So, you know, these things could happen. Hopefully there'll be some real, I don't know, I mean, for a long time people say, you know, the unionizing would be bad. I mean, if people aren't going to do it, if they're not going to do it out of their own goodwill and do what's right, I mean, that's probably the next step. You think that nothing against unions, so that's the next step, fellas. I mean, I think that's the way you got to go. That's what I'd like to see change, you know, in college athletics.
Take our next question, 4th row on our left.
Ryan Zook, Ann Arbor News. Jim, what do you remember most about what Biff Poggi told you about Blake Horn during the recruiting process, and how do you kind of embody that during his Michigan career?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't one person who didn't have something great to say about Blake Horn during the recruiting process. Everybody came in contact with teachers, you know, at the school. You could go back to the grade school coaches. Biff loved him like a son. Coach Masai, everybody, and counselors, everybody. You know, you can see it for your own eyes. It's, man, they don't come any better. This is as good as they come. Same with Will, just stalwarts, and it's everything. You know, really, everything that their parents, both of these parents, poured into Will, poured into Blake, poured in a great work ethic, discipline, and there's this empathy side of both these young men that's very rare when it comes to, you know, stalwart, a competitor, but also they care about other things than just themselves. You know, two great ones. People talk about the younger generation, what's the next generation going to be like, and it's going to be the demise of the culture, but we're in really good hands. We're in really good hands. These guys like Will Johnson and Blake Corn, all the players, all the youngsters that I come in contact with on a daily basis.
Next question right here on the aisle, third row.
Jim, you came back to Michigan to help rebuild your alma mater. Now with the national championship trophy, do you feel like the mission has been accomplished in revitalizing this program?
It's been a team effort all the way. Nothing fancy, no surprises. Just go to good old fashioned, roll up your sleeve, hard work, and teamwork. It's been a beautiful thing. It's so often the goal is you're chasing perfection, and it's hard to be perfect, and rarely comes around. You hope to achieve excellence along the way, but gosh, yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect 15-0. Congratulations. It wasn't just resolution, guys just talking about it. It was repetition, daily repetition, good old-fashioned hard work and teamwork.
Come over here on our right, second row on the aisle.
For any of you guys, after completing this journey here in Houston, is it safe to say this city will always have a special place in your hearts?
Let's start with you, Blake.
So we all 100%. 100%. This is the best game. I've been playing Boston 6, and this is the most fun season, first of all. Team 144 is a very special team, and when we talk about brotherhood, Team 144 is the definition of brotherhood. But that game yesterday, that goes down as the greatest game I've ever played in because of who I played in it with. And definitely Houston will be remembered forever.
Will?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's my first time being out here, but like Blake said, just having these memories with my teammates, just enjoying these last days we had with this Team 144, it's meant a lot and everything. And that game, I'm still trying to grasp everything that happened yesterday, but it's a great feeling.
Yeah, likewise, we had a great time here January of 21 with the families there and the kids. We were here for the Bear Bryant Award, and I look at Johnny and he wants to be an astronaut now because of that experience and going to NASA. Yeah, it's definitely takes it to an even another level. Hospitality was tremendous. Just great. I know all of our family and our parents, extended family, the Michigan football family. We're all treated top notch. Everybody's real good to us, and it's we're dealing down here in Houston. And, we had a great time. Loved it. It's definitely will have a special place in our heart moving forward. Me personally, anyway. And Nico, great to see Nico.
Very great to see you.
We were here watching the game. Congratulations to the Texans, Coach Nico. I mean, we watched that game, and it was so cool to watch Nico just go crazy in that game. And every time they threw the ball, he caught it. Every target, every catch, those touchdowns. And cool to see him wearing the leather jacket after the game, all of it. And so many guys, I mean, so many former players, Michigan football players. Mozzie was here, Grill,
DJ,
yeah, keep naming them. Olu was here, Michael Wayne, Stuber, Jared Wangler,
Steve's
Steve's here? Yeah, it was a great turnout. This warms the cotton of your heart for them to come back and share that. And all their contributions too. There's so many guys. I mean, so many contributions: players, coaches, staff. We went through a lot of things. I mean, getting to the CFP and not winning, that kind of thing, not being some of those games, 2016 and coming up. We thought that measurement was short for them. We thought we were But sometimes you gotta go through those things, you know, you gotta go through things. You know, to get where you are meant to be, just lean on the counsel of God, and the Holy Spirit. You know, there's a time and a place. Our guys have never flinched though, and never rejected the moment. You know, there's a time to live, there's a time to die, but there's never a time to reject the moment. That's one thing I can say about, you know, every single Michigan football team that I've coached since I've been here. Guys have always given it their best and had at it, and you know, this team 144, you know how I feel about them. I think they are a team. Great.
We'll come over here, right side, on the aisle.
Jim, you've got a very powerful voice about these issues you've been talking about for a while. I don't want to put you on the spot, but would you be willing to meet some of the stakeholders, right? Maybe Charlie Baker, at the NCAA, some of these people representing the players, trying to get them, you know, trying to form a union or representation.
Yeah, anybody. I think they know my number. You know, but definitely, and Ted Dingle, talking to many, you know, Fred Upton has had a lot of interest in it, and you know, we're just friends, you know, just trying to form people to talk about this and really just get on the side of the players. Coaches, hopefully they'll use their voice. More people, just more. One thing we know, we need more for this cause.
Go to the second row right here, middle.
Like, this question is for you, Brianna McNary, off the field of Montana reporter. What do you want your Michigan legacy to be? You know, and then what did you take away from this journey, all the adversity you faced and all of the cheating allegations, a lot of adversity, and you overcame it, came out on top. So what did you take away from that?
Yeah, the way I want to be remembered is I just want to be remembered as a Michigan man. Someone who, you know, did good on the field, but also did good in the community, did good in the classroom, and, you know, laid a foundation for the next generation. You know, when I passed away, I honestly don't want to be remembered for, you know, a touchdown record or anything like that, but more so just a kind human being that brought smiles to people's faces and just made a difference, you know, made an impact on and off the field. That's honestly how I want to be remembered. And, you know, talking about the journey, it was a great journey. Just from, you know, where we started freshman year during COVID and to where we are now, it was truly a great process, a great learning experience. And for me, going down last year, and, you know, in my mind, I just felt like I was helpless during the TCU game. It was a great journey. You know, I grew as a man, I grew as a football player, and most importantly, I grew as a leader, which I think has helped, you know, Team 144 get to where we are today, along with the rest of the leaders on the team. So, you know, I've embraced every part of this, and, you know, I just want to thank Coach Harbaugh for everything he's done. Best coach in the nation, and I'm so glad, you know, I've been coached by him for the last 4 years.
Is that right?
We're going to go back to our friends on the dais up there.
Mark Pearson, WNEM, CBS affiliate, Saginaw area. I know obviously celebrating here in Houston is fun, but what are you expecting the atmosphere to be like when you get back to Ann Arbor?
Yeah, well, we're pretty excited about that. Here's some good things. Parade. I think everybody just wants a parade. I mean, talking to the players, and hey, what do you guys want? What do you want to do? Celebrate this parade. So, who doesn't love a parade? Right? Who doesn't?
We're going to move over here to our left.
Hey, for Blake and Will, you have felt been interested in your coach for years. How do you guys deal with, well, he might be back and he may not be? How do y'all deal with that?
Will?
I mean, there's a reason they're so interested in him. I mean, he's a great coach. He deserves to be looked at in that light, but I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I trust whatever decision he makes is best for him, best for the team. And I'm just trying to enjoy where we are right now and worry about anything like that when the time comes.
Wait.
Yeah, very interested in you, Blake. Very interested in you, Will. Like Will said, Coach Harbaugh is such a phenomenal coach, and if you look up just his legacy as a player and as a coach, he's won everywhere he's gone. Maybe it took a couple years, but coach at the end of the day is a winning coach, and he's won every single place he's been to. And so who wouldn't want? Who had the better than Coach Harbaugh? Nobody. When things come up like that, we're like, hey, Coach, you gotta do what's best for you. We just get to the task at hand. But when you have a great coach like that, everyone wants a piece of you. And I'm just glad, the University of Michigan has Coach Harbaugh.
We go down here, fourth row on our left aisle.
All right, Mark Russell, QB, Houston area. This question is directed at Coach Harbaugh. So you played for the great Beauchamp Beckler. So I know rest in peace for him. But what would that mean to him? Smiling down from heaven, and also what it means to you being a former player of Michigan, being able to win a national championship as a coach.
So much. I think about that. I think about posting back there and having looking down, and I think there's some things you can talk about coming off the ball with lower pad level. But I think you'd be really, really pleased. Rush the ball for like 300 yards. You'd really love Blake more. You would love him like we do. Yeah, just makes you feel good. Other things, to get to 1,000 wins this year, that was such a thing. We were just for a couple of years now, count that down. To do it this year, do it this fashion, now have 1,004 wins. No team's won more. It's in the video that my dad Jack and I wrote back in 2015. The James Earl Jones air raid. No team's won more. No high school team has got to 1,000 wins. No pro football team, no college team. That's something that 144 years of players, coaches, staff, we feel that we know contributed to that, and we're very proud of that. To get there first, it was a race, it was a challenge, and I stepped up to it, with aplomb. So many things, just happy and proud, and go blue. Guys did a job and did it great.
Take our next question in the back on the right.
Jim, your father told us last night that you always want a challenge as what drives you. What do you think your next challenge is? What do you hope to accomplish for the rest of your career?
And back to, everybody's always, either people want to look at the past or look at the future. Definitely going to just enjoy this, like I said. This is one of those moments where it was a great feeling last night, and it's good. It's the one waking up this morning. Okay, that wasn't a dream. That was real. We're national champs, and we're going to look forward to the happy flight back to Ann Arbor today, and the parade. Haven't been to too many parades. This that'll be fun. That's gonna enjoy that. Really looking forward to it.
Come over here on our far left on the aisle.
My name is Thomas Howe. I'm a Michigan minority. December 30th, 2014, a cold winter day in December, you came to Michigan. And to see you and your father and your mother and your family celebrate, what was that feeling?
to celebrate with your family. Your dad was jacked. I'm just letting you know, your dad was jacked last night. Built tall.
Oh, I know.
Screaming. I screamed with him, to be honest with you. But how does it feel to be with your parents and you had your whole family there last night?
Did the best, felt the best, and it's great to see all of our families down there. You know, shoulder to shoulder. Hugged my dad, and he hugged me so hard, his head like cut the bridge of my nose, you know, my glasses went, she took my glasses off. It was so great. Mom, brother, sister, brother-in-law, sisters-in-law, nieces, nephews, you know, just everybody, all the families, you know, together. It was beautiful. Beautiful thing. Felt great. Yeah, that was. I remember it well. It was a very cold, wintry day. You know, and temperatures in the minuses. You know, it was like what a day. And we love changing the seasons in Ann Arbor. Love these guys. Love the way they just they rise to be a challenge. They never get bitter. They get better. It's just a great time. Great. A lot of things you think about, nostalgia and things, and just a really good feeling. Thank you for the question.
We take our final question right over here on the right in the aisle.
Yeah, Coach Harbaugh, Chuck Culpepper from the Washington Post. The day you were hired, think about it, here you were hired at a place for which you had a deeper and stronger affinity than most coaches when they're hired somewhere, I think it's fair to say. And then for the first 6 seasons, you were usually very, very good, but still trying to get to great where you are now. How hard were those 6 seasons? How trying were they in reps?
I don't know how hard they were. I never looked at it as it's hard on. They were joyful days, you know. I don't have a wouldn't change a thing, you know. I had a few regrets, you know, but just a few, and just some of the best times, and you know, like I said last night, I mean, what an exclamation point put on the season. Took on all comers, we were the last one standing. It was great to be the champs, and I get to, in my own family, you know, to be my dad won a national championship, my brothers won a Super Bowl. It's really cool. I feel like I can hold my head up high now, you know, at least be at their same level. Not sit at the kids' table anymore. Get to join the big person's table. What about that? You're the only guy. Not anymore. Yeah, feels great here.
Coach Will Blake, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That concludes today's news conference. Have a great day.